Hi, my name is Sterling. I am a current student of Genie 402, Making of a Christian Leader. I am a senior. Before taking Making of a Christian Leader, my view on leadership was shaped by my personal experiences and my personal definition of what leadership was. Previously, I saw leadership as a necessary role in order for a community to make progress. In my introduction post, I believe that Christian leadership was vital to understanding how earlier civilizations were shaped by Christian morals and ethics. My personal experiences consisted of leading others who were around the same age range with some formal leadership training. From the two separate leadership courses that I took between the time of middle school and my senior year at Regent, I have learned that the most important aspect of effective leadership is maintaining interpersonal relationships. In regards to my previous view on Christian leadership, I realized that studying morals can only go so far without the implement of those morals in leadership. Christian leadership is important because it approaches leadership with a more interpersonal view, and while achieving results can sometimes be just as important, if the goal is reached but at the cost of your subordinates, then you begin to lose reputation with those who serve under you. While taking Genie 402, the interview that I conducted has also opened my eyes to my own faults in leadership. One way I was introduced to a common problem in leaders was the introduction of the leadership challenge model that was found in the Kouzes and Posner text. The general point of the leadership challenge model was to propose 5 practices that an effective leader would use in their position in order to achieve their mission, but also to win the favor of their subordinates at the same time. In retrospect, if I were to apply some of these practices to my leadership experience, there would be a lot I would change about my leadership style. Drawing from the interview, I noticed that there is a tendency for leaders to fail to enable others to act and encourage the heart. In a team environment, I realized that not every member will be motivated to pursue the goal that the leader has set. In order to effectively bring those who aren't as motivated to work alongside those who are a repeating problem that was a repeating problem that I came across in the past. The interview project made me realize that factors such as building trust and creating positive reinforcement for certain behaviors were ways to enable and encourage followers. So for future reference, I believe that I need to accommodate not just those who are already passionate about the mission that I set forth, but use positive reinforcement to incentivize the unmotivated to cooperate. Something else that I took away from the interview project was how effective leadership can be conveyed through modeling. There's a tendency for certain leaders to believe that they are beyond reproach. They believe that they deserve the title of leadership because they either pass a selection process or have other feelings of entitlement. In my past experiences of becoming a leader of a group, I failed to recognize that I was on the same level of maturity or emotional intelligence as the followers around me. Modeling became an important lesson to learn. I found out through the interview that modeling helps your followers to relate to you better. This further allows the followers to build trust with the leader along with cooperation. A team that functions well understands each other. However, when a leader leads with an attitude of self-righteousness and pride, then his followers begin to find disdain in him. This leads to another topic of vulnerability and transparency. In The Power of Emotions in Leadership talk by Craig Groeschel, there was an emphasis on using emotions to enable and motivate, but using it wisely. In my junior year at Regent University, I was blessed to have given the leadership role of life group leader. I was cooperating with another leader to lead a hall of 25 freshmen. I failed to model the expected behavior towards all freshmen as I had developed internal conflict with my co-leader. I also failed to balance between being friendly in front of the freshmen and being assertive at times when it was called for. This all led to the freshmen perceiving me as a more casual friend than a leadership figure. Taking away from the results of the Christian Character Index, I realized that a lot of my faults stem from my perception of how well I am living with God and my compassion. As an interviewee stated, an effective leader is defined in his confidence in himself and his mission. In the future, I need to find confidence not in myself, but in the plan of God. In summary, making a Christian leader remains an important class for both believers and non-believers, as it teaches important lessons on how faith in God can aid in their leadership. Thank you for listening to my speech.